channel.
Hello guys, thank you for staying with us and welcome back to the channel. Final with AY. Thank you for always being here.
It's a
Yes,
pleasure
I'm your
to
host
be back.
official. Yes, sir, AY. One of our Super Eagles player, very brief stint so far. He was lighting up La Liga last season and a lot was expected for him. Got a deserved move to Crystal Palace, one of the most productive London side in recent years now, the current FA Cup champions. And we're saying, okay, this is where you have to pick up the baton from where you stop at La Liga, especially replacing a high caliber player like Eberechi Eze. We thought it's going to be a straight swap and straight slot.
The baton is unpickable now.
It's unpickable because 3 appearances so far for Crystal Palace in an official match. These 3 matches cumulatively is not to 50 minutes.
No Premier League starts.
No Premier League starts so far, and we are halfway into the season. We did not see this coming. And I would want to look at it from different angles because Chrisantus Uche, in my own definition, is not a bad player, but coming into a good side, a Crystal Palace side that were productive last season, like I said, the current FA Cup champions, and we're expecting him to come and just destabilize them. And the other players that he came to meet have stepped up because without the likes of Eberechi Eze, the likes of Ismail Assar, Mateta, except 1 or 2 signings that have actually impacted. What is going on with the Chrisantus Uche?
I think so many things is going wrong with him. First, I really believe that the agent has come out to say that the news making the rounds that the contract is going to be terminated by January.
It's false.
It's not anything to go by, and it's a good one. But I feel like both parties are going to lose if eventually the January move happens. Crystal Palace are going to lose. Getafe are going to lose, and the player too, staying back, will not profit him. So, and like I always say when I talk about transfer, I'm always putting the players first. Now, so far so good. 8 Premier League minutes. So far, it's just 8 Premier League minutes. 8 Premier League minutes for Chrisantus Uche. The last time we played against Wolf, the last time we played against Wolf in the last Premier League match, the only time I saw him was on the touchline.
Yesterday.
And he keeps giving me concern. This is a very good player, raw potential. But he's just at the wrong place at the wrong time. So whatever it is for me, I believe that I would have wanted more from him to fight at least. Now, but unfortunately, Ismail Assar is having his Ballon d'Or performances.
Scoring week in, week out.
Pino is not. Look at the list is endless. Mateta is firing from all angles, and it looks like they're even better off without Hazy. So that's why they will even do 3 substitution. You will not see our man at all. So what's the way forward for him? The agent is going to eventually do his own bidding by saying January is not in sight. Getafe is going to lose out because he needs 10 Premier League appearances for them to permanently deal. But now he has not even gotten 1 start. Not 1 start, and he's not looking likely that he's going to get 1 start. This Premier League minutes. Now, Getafe say they don't spend all the money, the future money on top, registering all of their players.
The money they're supposed to collect from Chrisantus Uche.
They spend the money to register all of the players to play the league this season. So it looks like a very tricky situation. I really want the best for him. He's one of the players that I really respect. I love the energy that he brings to the game. His kind of player, his kind of play is nothing to go. You cannot find it in some players, which brings me back to the genesis of this situation. I think he has to divine his position. The position he plays is too enormous that he cannot even fit in to the Oliver Glasner's system.
Anyway, talking about the agent, so that you know we are still mixing word. Let's just quote him word for word. He said there's no truth in such reports that Uche is leaving. He started from England, and Nigerian media picked it up. What is true that he's unhappy over a lack of playing time, and if it doesn't change, then there will be a decision in the summer. If I'm to understand,
that's according to
Open Nigeria, quoting the agent. If I'm to understand what this statement is saying, is for the fact that the AFCON is at the corner, and one of their best player, Ismail Assar, is going to be on.
Ismail Assar is supposed to be in the AFCON under normal circumstance.
Yes, under normal circumstance.
So why are you making the case of he's supposed to be at the AFCON? If you're not going to make the AFCON, and every other African player is packing their bags to go to the AFCON, how will the manager trust you? You understand? I feel like if I was a Super Eagles coach, I would still give him playing time. He's not a bad player. He's just a product of being at the wrong place at the wrong time. So you can make a case for Ismail Assar, but he's also an African player who is not supposed to be there.
We can't all the players now.
I know. Why are they not exempting Ismail Assar? So you understand what I'm trying to say? If the country still sees something in you, That's why sometimes when you all of this call up, it means a lot. You heard Yakubu during the last podcast. He said
Yeah.
once you go to for international break and you come back, the players on ground respect you. You understand? They all respect you. You are playing for your country, you're also playing for your club. But you are now playing for your club and the country is not calling you. So how do I trust you as a replacement for Ismail Assar? Okay, official, let's be sincere. I understand where the agent is only doing his own bidding. Just watch the Premier League, just watch Crystal Palace. Even as at when they remove Ismail Assar from the match, is Chrisantus coming into the
It's
place?
not coming in.
So
Now.
why are we?
If you look
Why
at
should we depend on
if
the
you look at the hierarchy of attackers slash midfield attackers that they even have, like Mateta, Nketiah, Jeremy Pino, that also come from La Liga, the same La Liga that they bought Chrisantus Uche from, like Ismail Assar. Kamada is still there. Mark Chief is still there. I think they also have one striker that they bought. The guy putting on 35 or 55 to show you that okay, they have a setup, they have a system, and the way you're looking for Chrisantus Uche, I'm telling you, the only way out I see, the only visible option I see him picking up minutes, because they won this weekend again without him.
Yeah.
Because I saw that match against Wolves. They were playing 0-0, so that is why they told him to go and warm up. Immediately, Munoz scored, the right back scored. That was dead. That is
returned back to the bench.
Returned back to the bench. So okay, thank you. We don't need you no more. If we are comfortable, we don't need you. Even when we are not comfortable at the time, we just see him playing 2 minutes against Arsenal. To the same thing. I was okay. They were looking for a goal. Probably the time he was warming up until 90 plus minutes before they introduced him. So I'm looking at the only time he can be afforded time minutes on the pitch is probably when another attacker goes out of the team, which is probably Ismail Assar. But I don't see him playing for the Super Eagles in the near future.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
The time is now.
That's what I'm saying. The time towards the AFCON will tell. But I will not be shocked, even if Ismail Assar even if goes to the AFCON, another player picks injury, gets injured or picks up an injury, Chrisantus might still not get the exact. It will not. You see, officially, we're talking about starting, not even being substituted. Now he's even struggling
to get
substituted
at all.
To get substituted, not to talk of starting. And we are talking about 10 Premier League starts, just to remain in the Premier League. He has not gotten one so far. So what gives you the assurance? At the point he was playing for, he went to play for under 21. So they still lost. So it is getting worse for him. That's why I said he needs to divine his position. You understand? Not every coach wants his players all around. Yeah. You have to divine your position. Are you an attacker? Now you've called like 3 or 4 positions, 3 or 4 players that they can replace in the team. And all of these players have playing well, and all of these players even have their
position defined
already. And all of these players have players that will come in to replace them, not even you. You understand what I'm saying? So, are you supposed to be the joker of the team when you are not even getting playing minutes? So you have to define: are you an attacker? Can you play as a second striker? Are you a winger? You understand? He said he plays all wing, and I don't think there's any player that should play on wing at this point. Because officially, the truth is, the kind of football that we are seeing nowadays does not create that space for any player that plays all wing. You have to divine your position. That's what the system, like Glasner plays a 3-4-3, right?
Yeah, 3-4-3.
You have to divine your system, wings back and every other thing. Yeah. You cannot just be everywhere. Else you are nowhere. Now, I really want him to step up. You should keep giving it a fight. Anything can happen. The truth is because they are getting results. Once they don't get the results and they have a player on the bench, they will consider you. That's one thing. But when they should be losing now. If that is what will give him chance, because nobody changes the winning side. Nobody. No matter how, even if this guy goes to the AFCON, another player can step up, and that wants to grab the opportunity with his own hand. This guy is not even starting. This guy from Arsenal, Nketiah,
and he comes in and he scores.
Is he going to the AFCON too?
He's not going.
So what I would say it.
Well, Chrisantus Uche is not looking rosy for him in the London side after his stellar season with Getafe. And with his contract on the line and obligation to buy, it's looking likely as if Crystal Palace are not going to go ahead with the deal. And with reports making rounds, the agent has come out to the box such rumors that the possibility of Chrisantus Uche returning back to Getafe in January is not on the cards. They are going to look at it in whatever angle till the summer.
Last night, look Uche face.
They're going to look at it for the summer. Hopefully, Chrisantus Uche step up, start getting goals, start getting minutes eventually. But anyway, is at this point we want to see our players playing so that we can consider them for the Super Eagles Call of AY. Thank you very much. It's so nice to have you always. Well, that's our time. Feel free to go to the comment section and share your concerning this. And in the comment section, you can advise Chrisantus Uche if you were in Chrisantus Uche's shoes, what would you do? Stay in Crystal Palace or go out to Getafe or probably seek a move away from both teams. That's our time. We'll see you guys.